Does California homeowner insurance nightmare driving people to foreclosures? In this video, I'm gonna uncover how to buy your home insurance cheaper and where to go and who to call for the lowest rates. Can you imagine living in the state where the homeowner insurance is nearly impossible to purchase, either for your new property or the property that you already own? We have such a critical situation in California with the homeowner insurances. My name is Galina Shekhtman. I'm a realtor in San Diego for over 23 years and a homeowner for over 32 years, and I'm in the one boat with you. And today we'll be diving into the insurance catastrophe in San Diego. So what is the homeowner insurance and why do you need it? Homeowner insurance is a type of insurance that you need to purchase and you need to have when you're purchasing the house or you have your current house owned. It's covering your dwelling, it's covering your belongings, your goods, and some accidents that happened on the property. Also, you need the homeowner insurance to protect yourself from unexpected weather conditions like earthquakes, fires, and etc. Thanks God in San Diego we don't have hurricanes. Everybody has to understand that it's very essential to have your home insurance in place. If you think that your house is paid off and no lender is requiring the insurance and you don't need the homeowner insurance anymore, think twice. Because if something happened, any natural disaster or anything else, who will cover your losses? That's right, you're gonna be on your own. But Better.com Taylor warns the cost of repairing or rebuilding a home damaged by such events can excessively high without the insurance coverage. Imagine when you don't have an insurance and you have to cover all 100% of your losses, rebuild the dwelling. Homeowners without the insurance must bear the full financial burden of any property damage or liability claim. He said it on August 21st of 2024. Now let's cover the homeowner insurance in California. As a homeowner, I can tell you that homeowner insurances within the last 2-3 years went up in price, not once, not twice, probably 2 to 3 times. This year, they went in spring and then they went another 30%. Some of the insurance companies left California altogether. I'm gonna read you some stats. Between May 22nd and May 23rd, home insurance prices rose 21 to 33%. And between second part of this year, it was another 23% of increase. 7 of 12 largest insurance companies left California altogether. It's including the State Farm. Between 2023 and 2024, 5 out of 7 largest companies stopped insuring new homes and dropped previous properties just like that. One condominium complex was dropped without notifying in Rancho Bernardo, just like that. The owners of the condominiums did not know that their insurance is no longer there. Well, they knew when they got the notice that insurance is now there and they don't have any coverage, but they were not notified. Over half of California's, which is 12 billion home insurance market, either paused or limited. So what does it mean limited? For example, I had a client and we closed up on condominium and the condo complex didn't have the full coverage, they had it partial. My client had to go out of his way to search for the companies who will provide an extra coverage in this area. On the top of that, he had to buy the fire insurance from California Fair Plan. And this is the situation of today. 2-3 years back, when we were in transaction with the buyers, the homeowner insurance was purchased towards the end of the transaction. Nowadays, it's one of the contingencies in the purchase agreement. So the minute you got into the escrow, the client has to start shopping for the homeowner insurances because there are not that many companies that's still issuing it in the California and especially in San Diego because we do have dryouts and we have fire hazard areas. So what does it do to potential buyers? Some buyers refuse their home in those areas and they have a burden of the high prices of the homeowner insurance. Some of the people can afford the house, but on the top of that, they cannot afford that much of the homeowner insurance. So less people will be on the market to buy the properties. State Farm discontinued the coverage to 72,000 homes in California, and approximately 30,000 of them are homeowner policies. Some of them were commercial. I'm gonna highlight the most affected zip codes in San Diego. Rancho Santa Fe is a community with the greatest numbers of not renewed properties. 51% of the homes in Rancho Santa Fe were not renewed insurances. El Cajon, 92020, 17.3% policies were not renewed. Tierra Santa, zip code 92124, 13.2% home policies were not returned. Lakeside, 92040, 10.8% insurance policies were not renewed. East County, 1,572 homes were not renewed. University Heights, 17 unrenewed policies, and more and more and more. I would include Scripps Ranch, Poway, and Rancho Bernardo. And as I mentioned, Rancho Bernardo, the whole complex got dropped, not notifying homeowners. So when the buyers are purchasing properties in those high-risk areas, they better do their due diligence rather sooner than later and look for the companies that provide coverage in those areas. On the top of the homeowner insurance, in some areas would be requested to purchase a called fire insurance. It's an extra insurance that covers fires. If you're thinking of buying a house, you need to do your research of the homeowner insurances and policies that are given in certain areas and zip codes. That's why you need the trusted realtors to guide you through the process and guide you where to start the process of looking for the homeowner insurances. Suggest you the homeowner insurances that are giving out policies in the certain areas. Bottom line, home buyers have to start looking for the homeowner insurance and see which company is giving out policies in the certain area as soon as they enter into the escrow. Now let's talk about some challenges to the homeowner insurances that are owning home right now and their policies were canceled or they're underinsured. Those homes are in a high-risk area, and some people, and we're gonna talk minorities or people with fixed income like veterans or older people who live on their pension, those classes are going to be more affected because they will have to come up with more money to pay for the homeowner insurance. They might not have that, and that could lead to higher risk of those homes to go into the foreclosure because some homeowners will be struggling with high insurance prices, not being able to make the payments. And the risk groups are low-income families and minorities, that household has limited financial resources, the first-time home buyers, those are gonna have really hard time because they have little income as it is, and they will have more challenges to purchase homeowner insurance, which will need to have more finances. And one more group is seniors and people are on fixed income. It's in older adults who live on the fixed income. They might struggle to keep up with raising insurance prices. According to Insurance Information Institute, 12% of homeowners were without the home insurance in 2023. Additionally, a recent survey by claimguide.org found that 1 in 5 people would choose to forego the insurance if they would given that option. These trends mean that more homeowners could be at risk of the financial devastation and even a disaster, and that could bring them into the foreclosures. Raising insurance prices, making homes less affordable. Even if some people will choose to forego the insurance, they facing 100% loss on their homes and not being rebuilt. The decision to gamble might bring you to total loss of your home. I'm gonna explain to you now how to look for the insurance companies that might provide the coverage. And I do know for sure that some homeowner insurance given a cap, meaning, for example, you live in one zip code and you have homeowner insurance company. They were given, for example, per se, 1,000 policies. If by the mid of the year they exceeded this amount of policies, they were not going to be giving out more policies till the rest of the year. So in this case, I would suggest to go to the same carrier, just different area, or even out of town area, because they still could have policies, because at their home city they have the same quote, but they did not exceed the limitation and the insurance could be provided. Also, go with private insurance companies. Those also might be more beneficial to you, still have the policies in place. The conclusion of today: yes, we are in the homeowner insurance crisis, but you will have an option to purchase the homeowner insurance, maybe not as high outside of the area. I strongly suggest to have your house insured, paid off or not. Protect yourself, protect your belongings, protect your life, because if your property is paid off and you got a total loss, you have no money to rebuild it and nobody gonna help you with it. No insurance company going to help you with rebuilding your property. If you have any more questions about homeowner insurance, ask me below in this video. Thank you for watching. I hope it was informational and I hope to see you in the next one.